What's up everybody, Brody here with Sew Yeah Quilting. Guys, we are back with another Vegas strip tutorial. Now guys, this one's a special one here. So this is like a culmination of a bunch of different efforts. So this is the potato chip block. Now, this block right here was shown to us by one of our customers, actually two of our customers, and they do it as a service project where it's super easy to do. It can be scrappy, it can be done with Vegas strips, it can be done with smaller strips, and we've put that into a quilt here. And big shout out to Stephanie Stitches as well. She just made one of these as well on her channel, so if you haven't checked her out, go and check out her channel, Stephanie Stitches, okay? Last thing I wanna talk about before we're getting started, this is Deco Stitch. Now, these are our Vegas strips. If you're not familiar with them, they are 6.5 inches wide by width of fabric, and there are 21 pieces per pack, and they all come with a cool sticker, okay? Shout out to Rami. This right here is Deco Stitch. Deco Stitch is a brand new collection that we've put into Vegas strips, and you can get them only at sewyeahquilting.com down in the description below. Now guys, as you can see, this comes out to be a beautiful quilt, and it's very easy to do. Let's jump into it. So first thing you need to do is pop open your Vegas strip. Now guys, again, you can only get these at sewyeahquilting.com, where they only make 6.5 inch strip sets. Very first thing that you need to do is take out your sticker. They're all different in all the packs. You find a nice little spot for it. I'm probably gonna put this one like right there on the back of the machine, put it on the laptops, put it on the phones. As you can see, all of the block sizes are the same throughout this entire quilt. It's almost like a spin on a log cabin. You're going to use all the same size blocks. So we're gonna take our Vegas strips and we're gonna cut them down to size, and then we're ready to just literally just start sewing. All right guys, so I've gone ahead and pre-cut all of our pieces. They need to be 12.5 inches long. So you're keeping them the 6.5 inches wide like our Vegas strip. They need to be 12.5 inches long. And I've got those pre-cut. I'm gonna just set them aside here. And you're basically just gonna start sewing right off the bat, okay? So I'm gonna start with my center block here. We're gonna sew two pieces together. So you're gonna sew them together side by side, okay? So your long sides are gonna go together, right sides together. Now, one of the things that I love about this quilt, you can pre-cut everything. Let's say you're finishing a project and you have extra strips laying around or extra pieces. Instead of just throwing them in a scrap bin or folding them up, you can pre-cut them and stack them up so that when you're ready, you can just pull them out and sew together a scrappy version of this quilt, which makes it really nice to kind of scrap bust. So I'm gonna put these together, right sides together, 1/4 inch seam. First seam's done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open this and press it, and then we're going to add two pieces, one on the top, one on the bottom. So I'm gonna do one here and one here. Sew those on, we're gonna keep growing our potato chip quilt. Okay, we're pressed here. Now I'm going to put right sides together, and we're gonna sew a 1/4 inch seam down one side. I'm not even gonna open it. I'm just gonna flip it around, grab our other side here, right sides together. Okay, we're gonna press, and then we're gonna sew sides on. Now to do the sides, you're going to get two pieces, and you're gonna sew them end to end. So I'm gonna put them right sides together, and then I'm just gonna sew a 1/4 inch seam across the short end here, across the top. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up, we're gonna press this, and we're gonna repeat the process. So I'm gonna do the exact same thing with these two pieces. That way we have our side pieces, which we're doing these pieces right now, okay? So these are the pieces we're doing. We'll continue the process. All right, so I've sewn together my two side pieces. We've ironed everything out, put them next to each other. Now, right sides together, we're gonna sew both of these on. Okay, so first side's on. I'm gonna flip it around, grab the next piece. All right, second side is on. We're going to press, and then we're gonna do the exact same thing again. I'll show you how to do it. So this is what it should look like so far. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to continue building this out. So right here, this is where we're at right here. So next one, we're going to put together, we're gonna sew on the top, so two together on the top, two together on the bottom. And then we're gonna sew three together, so a strip of three and a strip of three. And then we're gonna keep building out that way, okay? So I'm gonna sew two together, put it on the top, repeat the process. All right, so strips are done. So I've got my 3 sets here, my 2 sets here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put them on right sides together. At this point, since you have bigger strips, you can go ahead and just grab some clips or some pins, whatever you'd like to do. give it a little clip, and it will save you time back and forth. So I'm gonna clip this one on and this one on at the same time. I'm gonna sew one side, turn it around, sew the other side, and then we'll do the same thing with the sides here. All right, I got both sides pinned here or clipped. I'm gonna sew the first side, and then we'll go down and sew the other side, saving us a little time between each step. Okay, so side one's done. I'm gonna flip it around the other side. Both sides are now on. Now, I'm gonna iron this, press it, and then we'll put on the other side. So, it's going like this. We'll do the exact same thing, repeat. So everyone, at this point, we should have a quilt top that's looking like this, coming together nicely. Now, like I said a little earlier, we're about to rinse and repeat. So we're gonna do a set of 3 on the bottom and on the top, and a set of 4 on each sides. Now, you're gonna sew those together, short sides together, open them up, press them, and we're gonna get those ready, and then we're gonna attach them to the quilt, and we're gonna keep sewing. So I've laid out my strips here now. We've got our 3 set here, right sides together. And we'll do the same thing on top. We'll clip both of those, sew them, do the sides, same thing. All right, first side done. Top and bottom are done. We're gonna add on our side pieces here. So we're gonna go right sides together. Put one there, put one here. And we're gonna clip these on, then back to the sewing machine. All right, that side's done. This side is up. All right, everybody, final seam is done here. So check this out. This is how it's coming along. Now, you're kind of at a crossroad right here. You can take this now, quilt it, and have a beautiful quilt. Or you can continue, add another row or 2 to make it bigger. Now this one's for my wife. My wife's a short little lady, so I'm gonna do it just like this. I'm gonna quilt it and finish here. But like I said, you can add more rows on, make it your own. You can get this exact Vegas strip down in the description below, and guys, they're only 45 bucks, and they give you so many different options of what you can do with them. And as always, pattern is down in the description below. You can get that there as well. Another option you guys have as far as Vegas strips goes is on our live shows every Tuesday and Saturday night at 4 p.m. Vegas time. We have tons of Vegas strips on those shows. So much more variety than we have on our website, even though you can still get them there. So if you haven't checked out the live shows, now is the time to do it, especially if you like the Vegas strips. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you make this quilt. If you haven't already joined our Facebook group, it's called So Yeah I Made This. If you make one of these, please go ahead and put that on the Facebook group, and so we can see it. You can share it with your friends, share it with everybody here at So Yeah. My name is Brody, here teaching you how to sew like a pro, and we'll see you next time.